Hey guys, it's Logan Entertainment, and today is going to be the topic of what you will and won't expect in the Five Nights at Freddy's Remake Series. So let's get to the topic, shall we? Of course, as you know, in Five Nights at Freddy's, there are typically 5 nights, and then after that, there's a 6th night and a 7th night. Well, basically, in my opinion, I am doing the Five Nights at Freddy's story from Michael Afton's perspective. Say he works in all the locations that you would see the night guards in the game, because in the game you play as night guard as a couple of different night guards. So I decided, what if I do the perspective of Michael Afton, where he works at those locations, but it isn't from the night shifts. It's from other different times. So that's basically why the parts are short, because I don't want to keep you guys bored on the same different subjects, and I know that my part 2 for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it was just uploaded a while ago. I'll leave a link to it. I'll leave a link to it at the end of the video. So I know that the parts have been short. That's because I use a mixer, because I have a mixer account, and that's connected to my Microsoft account. Word of advice: do not use Mixer. It is garbage. It does not work. Like, every time, if you are wondering why half the time my video's quality is bad, it is because of Mixer. Mixer is garbage. Every time I've used it, it's always screwed up. And it's hardly ever worked. It's worked sometimes, not all the time. As for Twitch, it has small problems, but they hardly ever happen compared to Mixer. So that's why once this video is done, I'm going to try to create a Mixer account, make things easier. Anyways, so like I said, from my version of the FNAF story, we're looking in the perspective of Michael Afton, and I play as Michael Afton. So, since that we're playing from the perspective of Michael, that means we won't be seeing the perspectives of the other Night Guard characters, such as Mike Schmidt, which was in FNAF 1, Jeremy Fitzgerald, which was the Night Guard in FNAF 2, and then Fritz Smith, which was the Night Guard in FNAF 2, that was at night 7 when you complete the custom night. And then from FNAF 3, obviously, as you know, that would be, most likely, nobody knows who is the Night Guard in FNAF 3, but some people have speculated that it's Henry, William Afton's old friend. But that's a speculation, that's what I've heard, and to be honest, that would actually make the most sense. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get to the next topic. Of course, as you know, in every Five Nights at Freddy's game and fan game, there would always be Easter eggs or references to something. For me, I will be doing references to different FNAF books and other good stuff. For example, 1:35 a.m. That is my favorite FNAF book, and to be honest, it was the first FNAF book I've ever bought. I've never bought a FNAF book until 1:35 a.m. I was very curious as to what the book was about. It is a really good book. I recommend you buy it. It is beautiful. It is perfect. I mean, sure, the endings for the 3 stories are kind of, but it's in the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's, and there's hardly ever any happy endings. So yeah, from the book 1:35 a.m. and the first FNAF book about Fazbear's Frights, that's the name of the book series, you will be getting 2 different Easter eggs from the book series. You'll get references from Into the Pit. As for Fetch, I haven't really gotten any Easter eggs ready for that, but 1:35 a.m., 100%, there will be one video dedicated to that one story, 1:35 a.m., because that is my favorite story. As for the future books, or say from the 3-part book series like Silver Eyes, Twisted Ones, and The Fourth Closet, I haven't really done any Easter eggs or references to that book series. I know that's kinda into the different perspective of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, but I haven't really, fully put that into action because I never had the time, nor I didn't have the motive to do it. So I decided, let's just stick with the perspective from other people in the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. So typically, that's what I will do. And references, to popular stuff, like there was this one comic series that I read called Springtrap and Delilah. I did that in my old Five Nights at Freddy's series. I think it was called Final Hours or something. It was kind of crazy that I mixed in a lot of different FNAF stuff and FNAF fan game stuff. It was kind of crazy. I was mostly letting my imagination go nuts, and I went way off the Five Nights at Freddy's series and the topics and stuff. So apparently I decided I'm bringing back Springtrap and Delilah and adding it into the FNAF lore, but in my way. And just to clarify, it will happen after... No, wait, that's not how I should say it. It will happen in between Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and FNAF 6, which is Freddy Pizza Simulator. So you will be seeing it in between those two timelines of the story. For Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery, it's really hard for me to try to be able to figure out how to make it into an addition to the lore. I wasn't too sure on how to do it, but I was thinking rather than it being an AR game, it can just be like a pizza delivery simulator, where it's basically just Freddy Fazbear Entertainment just building up from the horrific things in the past, and they're kind of starting small, and then they're slowly growing back into popularity, and they're starting to and they start doing pizza delivery and stuff. I mean, that's kind of what I thought would be cool for FNAF Special Delivery, instead of, you know, it becoming an AR game and I'm trying to make that into Minecraft. I mean, a game within a game, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. So I decided instead of FNAF AR Special Delivery, it'll just be FNAF Special Delivery, basically just about delivering pizzas, and then things slowly get more and more strange. So, yeah, that's gonna be a little difficult to probably think about, but I'll just wait and see, considering I haven't gotten to at least FNAF Pizza Sim or even FNAF Help Wanted. I haven't even gotten to that point yet, and that's kind of why I made most of the parts of the series short, mainly because I want to get to the better stuff, just so I don't have to keep you guys bored with the other things. But once we get to FNAF 3, because FNAF 3 is one of my favorite FNAF games, so once we get to FNAF 3, it'll be a lot more interesting. So hopefully when we get there, you guys would like it. FNAF Security Breach. Heard of it, seen most of the characters. Well, I've actually seen all the characters, all the glam rock characters. And to be honest, if you guys haven't seen my own version of the FNAF 9, which that was like way before the other teasers came out about the female night guard and the name and what the characters looked like, etc. So, yeah, that was when I built Security Breach. Well, obviously I had some help. I can actually, at the end of the video, I will show you guys the FNAF 9 map review, where I show off the place. To be perfectly honest with you, it does look like a cool game that I would definitely play, but the problem is that I want to wait. I want to wait until the game comes out so I can see what it looks like and see what the gameplay is like, just so I can kind of take a little bit of pieces off of it and then put it into my video to see how it looks. And I might, and to be honest, as I have heard, there was going to be 2 other games after Security Breach. At least that's what I heard. To be honest, I thought FNAF Ultimate Custom Night was going to be the final game of the series, because I'm not saying FNAF's terrible. I love FNAF. It's just every story at some point has to come to an end. And that's what I thought. In the end, I'm hoping that this Five Nights at Freddy's Remake Series will be just as good as the old series. I mean, sure, I had a mixture of a lot of different fan-made stuff, At one point, I made a Minecraft Five Nights with Mr. Hugs. To be perfectly honest with you, there were a few people that have mentioned, when am I going to pick it back up? Well, here's the official thing. I'm not. To be perfectly honest, I've been letting my imagination go wild and just come up with crazy videos. I only made Five Nights with Mr. Hugs out of fun. I didn't really expect it to get, I don't know how many views it got, but I want to focus a lot more on some other good things. Like, I want to say the following. A few people have mentioned, will I bring back the Minecraft Bendy and the Ink Machine series? Because now that I've gotten into the point of add-ons in Minecraft where it can make my videos look better and make it feel more cool, or however you like to put it. I didn't have any plans or intentions to bring back Bendy and the Ink Machine, mainly because it was hard enough to make the old series. And to be honest, I think I was the first YouTuber to make a Minecraft Bendy and the Ink Machine video. It had 65,000 views. We got plenty of likes. To be perfectly honest, when I look at the video, I was like, oh my god, it's terrible. Mostly because I had to rush it because I wanted to be the first YouTuber to make a video about it. And that was like when Bendy and the Ink Machine was brand new. And to be honest, ever since the game ended, it's like I kind of lost interest in it, mainly because that the ending kind of sucked. But since that the new game, which is supposed to be Bendy and the Dark Revival, is supposed to, you know, kind of finish it off in a certain way, I was thinking about maybe making a Minecraft Bendy and the Dark Revival. But I would have to wait for the game to come out, and I would have to play it myself just to see how it is. And then it would probably take a while for me to put it all together, but I could see it potentially happening on this channel. It'll probably take some time, considering the game hasn't come out yet, but it has been hinted that the full game is being worked on, even though originally they were planning on making just one chapter and kind of doing it how they did for Bendy and the Ink Machine. But with the pandemic going on, I guess they decided just to do all 5 chapters. So I'm like, oh, okay, so there's going to be all 5 chapters, just like in Bendy and the Ink Machine, there's going to be 5 chapters. So yeah, I believe that is everything for the topic that we are talking about for the Fnaf Remake. So if you guys have any more questions, then you can go ahead and ask them in the comments down below if you have any more that you'd like to know. So yeah, if you want to see more content or old content, such as, like I said, for the FNAF 9 map review, that was before, like I said, before I even knew FNAF 9 had a name, and that was Security Breach, and that's the new name. So I'll leave a link to it at the end of this video. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.